Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
All right. Greetings. Hey, Sister Joy. This is Sister Mama Hedaru coming to you live from the Ewald Circle Village Estates here in Detroit. Dance Movement Studio #1 here at the Village. My name is Sister Mama Hedaru. My host is Evelyn Pinkhurst, artist extraordinaire. Today is December 27, 2023. This is our second day of Kwanzaa. So I will say Habaragani.
Kujichagulia.
Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. And that, after we say the response, then we say Kujichagulia, Habaragani, and Jamasante, which is in a form of thank you. Thanks for asking. All right, so the self-determination is that we define ourselves, okay, for ourselves. We don't let anybody else define who we are. We do that in our actions as people. And, this is something that our parents have taught us. We might not have been celebrating Kwanzaa, but Kujichagulia runs deep in families, where your mother and your family helps you learn to be responsible for yourself and how you present yourself when you go out here in these streets, Okay. I don't have the power. I would like the power. Oh, Queen, I'm sorry. So I had the page for you set. My bad. I forgot. Okay, let me start over. Hold on. Queen, would you mind sharing the Kwanzaa website for us, please, today?
Okay. That would be in the chat, am I correct?
Yes. And then right after our Kwanzaa component, we will introduce our Kujichagulia guest, which is Sister Simone. All right. So this is the official Kwanzaa website from Baba Maulina Karenga. He is the person who came up with the African American celebration of Kwanzaa. It's not religious. It is not just for one group of people. I only do the one race. I don't know what all the races are about, but it's only one, which is human. And that's what I belong to. So this website helps you go through all the principles and the Kwanzaa information, and help you be on point with it. All right. I really like this website.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it helps you understand and go through. They have the symbols there and just different pictures and information, which helps a lot in understanding this whole celebration. This is a celebration of the first fruits. Okay, so when you're ready, we can go to our days. Let's see. Yes, our Nguzu Saba, which are our principles. Kujichagulia is day 2. Yes, that's where we are. Self-determinations. We define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. And that is the reason why I selected Sister Simone to come through and share her journey with us. She is very passionate about what she does. She's a beautiful artist, and she is a brand new, fresh off the press, a brand new mother. Of how many months it has been now, Mom?
He'll be 3 months next week.
Wow! We have a new 3-month-old human being who is ready to start his Kujichagulia journey of being self-determined. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Mama Evelyn, I'm so thankful and grateful for you. Do you have your cards ready?
Well, they're always at hand.
Yeah. And Queen, you can leave this page up while we do our our cards, and then we'll go ahead and get into our guests. And then our second half of the presentation will be Mama Evelyn with her artwork. And I will need to go get my envelope that came on Monday. Hello.
Okay.
All right.
Grand Rising, everyone.
Grand Rising.
Rising.
Joy. No, who's that? Who's that? Grand Rising. Who's that?
It
Who that?
sounds like Sharon
Sharon?
or Joy. Joy has a.
Joy's muted. Not unless she said it and left out. She didn't.
No, that was me. I said it.
That
Yeah.
was Joy. Okay, you put that mute back on before I could blink my eye and get back over to these names. All right, I thought that was you. You sound like you. All right.
She said, I said it.
I
Said it? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hmm.
Ah. You ready, Mama Evelyn?
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I am drawing from the Mythical Goddess Tarot. And, hey. Mary Magdalene.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey. Hmm. So this is initiation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that, okay. This is gonna be weird. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. And I must find her. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. That would have been. It's not showing me where. And gotta find her. Okay.
Is she by her initial? Does it go by the name of the card or the energy of the card? No two tarot decks are
I
the
know
books
the
for the
table of
tarot are the
contents
same.
just
They may
yeah,
have pages, they may
but
not.
usually usually it's sea, earth, wind, and fire, but
Oh,
she's not one of
by
those.
your elements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not one of those. So
Well,
I guess
she's not a major arc. Wait, so she is a major arcana. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Oracle card. Yeah. All right.
I think I don't see her in the major arcana either. What's happening?
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and read mine while you look up Mary Magdalene.
Okay, I do
I pulled.
apologize. This is yeah, we're on.
She's hiding. She's hiding because
Yeah.
initiation is a big decision to be an initiate into a group. So that takes a big decision. So she's making up her mind in the deck. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to healing the divine masculine.
Mm.
This is from the Isis deck, the Isis Oracle deck.
Woo.
Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. It is said that we hold a masculine and a feminine property within us. Our bodies are divided. Your right side is your feminine. No, the right side is your masculine. That's the dad. That's your dad. Relationships with men and with the masculine and your masculine energy. Your left side is feminine energy. So when you have, the little, little angst and whatnot, think about what relationship you're dealing with. It's determined by what side of the body it's on, and that will help lead you to what you need to work on. So I think the designers and creators and wordsmiths of cards for that understanding of self. This deck is by Alana Fairchild, and it's the pocket edition. It's the Isis Oracle deck. All right, Mama Evelyn, did
Yep, I
Mary
found
Magdalene
it.
show up?
Yes, she did.
She was taking a shower. All right.
Okay. Initiation. Mary Magdalene, Capricorn.
Oh, what?
I'm a Capricorn.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
happy
Where did I?
Capricorn season.
Yes. Okay. Mary Magdalene, for Christ's wife and beloved, is the archetypal bride of the eternal bridegroom, the incarnation of love, fertility, compassion, and wisdom. Mary has been worshipped as the goddess throughout parts of the Christian world for 2,000 years. Mary was the high priestess of initiation who anointed Jesus at the banquet table and after his death, a rite reserved only for brides and the high priestess of Isis at that time on earth. Her anointment proclaimed Christ's kinship and initiated him into the heroes, gamos, and sacred marriage, the cosmic union of the feminine and masculine. Mary was the honored witness of Christ's resurrection and carried his line forward. In her green robe of fertility, she carries the seed of her beloved into the world. Her golden halo of roses represents her grace and purity of love and wisdom. Mary Magdalene is the blessed and enlightened one, the restored bride of the sacred feminine. She initiates all through her anointment of love with the wisdom of the sacred mysteries. Mary is here to remind you that you hold the sacred room and doorway to life throughout your divine feminine essence, regardless of your gender. Her power to anoint through the rites of initiation are available to you as you remember the ancient wisdom and teachings that live in your cellular memory. Honor Mary through your reverence for your holy essence and the power of your inner priestess as the bride of spirit, where all of creation is restored.
All right. Reading those cards. Thank you so much, Mama Evelyn. So we have the masculine and feminine that is addressed in both cards. And I still sense that energy of Kuji Chagalia being self-determined. It's still the principle is holy. This principle has been with us the whole time. And we're going to keep seeing that as the day unfolds, as the session here with the Elizabeth. Simone, I'd like to introduce you to Stacy Scott, Joy Thomas, and Sister Maureen, who is our nature extraordinaire. She's another earth sign. It's earth. It's an earth gang season right now. Let's celebrate our Capricorns. A round of applause and love. Yes, yes. All right. So we will go ahead and get into our Simone, our Kuji Chagulia life of Simone, our artist extraordinaire. Welcome, sister.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad I get to be on day 2. I guess also because like becoming a new mom, I'm like redefining so many things like of self, about myself. And so I'm glad to be a part. Um I'm from Detroit. I'm an artist, but I love to paint,
Mm.
and that's on canvas, on clothes, hence the tie-dye stuff that I love to do. Um And I love flowers. I was a florist for a few years, and now I feel like I just carry it with me. Um, so yeah, I love to paint Black culture, my people. I guess it started because I grew up seeing us in artwork, but I felt like we didn't just exist a lot in everyday settings, and now I get to see the artists like even Kerry James Marshall and Candy Wiley kind of elevates like the view of Black people, but I just like to create spaces for us to be able to see our own people in artwork.
Ashe.
So that's where I am these days.
Ashe. All right, all right. That
Mhm.
is so amazing.
You have
So,
a website or something?
I
Uh,
do. Would you like me to put it in the chat?
Yes.
yeah, if you
Okay.
would. Uh-huh.
And I do have I did a recent solo show at Norwest Gallery of Art. That's where me and Het met through Asia.
yeah.
And yeah, so my recent solo show, the work for it is also on my website. So you
Okay.
Okay.
can take a look.
Mhm.
So, Simone, this is a very casual conversation, and we just want to go through your experience as an artist and a mom, and whatever else you feel that is important for you to share that helped you get to where you are now. Um, so, you know, jump in, go deep.
Uh, where I got to now. Um, I feel like everything is always God's timing, but um I was working like 2 jobs, and I was working at Foot Locker, I was a server. I was getting burnt out from 2 like, working jobs that just weren't what I wanted to do, um, and this was in 2020, I quit both of those jobs, and I was like, I knew I wanted to work in the arts. I know I wanted to pursue, like, some portion of my art career, whether that was like behind the scenes, like curating or being in like a museum or a gallery or just being an artist. Like um I graduated college in the what was at the end of 2018, and I didn't paint for years. Like I kind of like just took a break. So in 2020, when everything was just happening, COVID and everything, I was like, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. I'm not happy. Is it worth it? Because now when you leave your house, you're risking your life every day. And is it okay that I'm doing all of this stuff for jobs that burn me out?
Mhm.
So when I left the jobs, I was on a hunt. I wanted to find something Black owned, and Um, it was just crazy stumbling upon Norwest because I just look up like Black owned galleries, da da da, and I called and I met Asia. Well, we talked over the phone, and I found out it was woman owned, Black owned. It was in the city. I was just like, oh, this may be for me, like like. And I came to a opening that they had like that weekend, and we just talked. And I mean, from that moment, I would say it changed my life, you know. I've been there ever since. And I used to gallery sit on the weekends, like volunteer and things, and now like I'm her assistant, I get to help out with shows. I've had my own show. So much has changed. So I would say like just from that moment of kind of stepping out on really like saying I want to go for art, I stepped into it.
Right.
And
That's Coochie Chocolate. Good
Yeah,
job, Leah.
yeah, I'm really
Wow.
grateful to her for that too. Oh,
Yeah.
yep, there I go. So this is like all the work from my new show. It actually was called 16813 and it's based off of my grandparents' home.
Okay.
I lost my grandfather last year
Hmm.
and it was like this thing of patriarchs, matriarchs in our family,
Mhm.
like that last generation kind of being gone. And I felt like, when it's lost in a family, especially of like the parents, because my grandmother passed years before him.
Mhm.
So being that when he passed, there was just all of these things about like, what do you do with his house, his belongings, all of these.
Mhm.
It just becomes about things. And
Yes.
I wanted to take some time for my family, my cousins, to recognize like the legacy,
Mm.
the wisdom they like instilled in us, the love, the food. um,
Yes.
so these last few pieces at the bottom are actually my grandparents. I wanted
Oh,
to do lead the show with like portraits of them so
yes.
that you get a feel of what they love. He was handy, he was stubborn. He was his own, and my grandmother was sweet, feisty. She cooked, like she loved to cook.
Huh.
Um, and they had 12 children. So my
Hmm.
mom is one of 12. Yeah, my mom is one of 12. It was 10 girls, 2 boys.
Wow.
Very large family. Yeah. So grandchildren, it's like 12 of us. And now great grandchildren, where like my baby is number 10. Like,
All right. All
yeah.
right.
So it's like it's a long and big line of family. And
Okay.
I just wanted my it was for my family really. It was for myself. I just wanted to explore like the people I love, the generations one last time.
Yes, that's beautiful to start off with your ancestors. So, Simone, could you please, if you don't mind, sharing their names so I can pour libations for them, pour
My
water?
grandparents?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. My grandfather was James Robert Greer Jr. He goes by Robert. And my grandmother was Rosa Mae Greer. So,
All right, Ashe, Ashe.
and if you go to the 16813 page, I can kind of show you something on there too.
I'm on there.
Go at the top and click that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on here.
No, you're on shows. Click that one, 16813
Oh,
for me.
oh, okay. That's okay, got it.
Yep. And scroll down a little bit. And right here, you see where this says Simone Bryan. It's a clear little arrow on that white page. No, to the right.
Go up to the turn. You're going to turn the
Yep.
page, that
Right
little
there.
arrow.
To the right of that.
It's very faint.
It's very
Sheila,
faint.
that's the
Yeah.
download page button. You want to drive to the right. Go, oh, yeah. Keep
Yep.
going over
And
to the
go up a
right. Go
little
up
bit.
a little.
Oh, I see it. It's yes.
It's
It
I
looks
like
see
like
that
the
very
little
greater than or
page.
faint.
less than sign.
It's on the
Oh,
right
no,
hand
it's not.
side, right here. Can you see?
And then go straight up. No. Yeah. You're like really. Oh, you were really
Almost.
close.
Yeah. Nope. Too far up.
You know how we turn the page for pictures on Facebook
I
and
have to change
Instagram?
that.
Yeah. Down a little bit. Okay. Stop right there. To
And
the
go
right.
a tab. No.
No.
Not the pictures, Sheila. Stay in the white area.
Yeah. Stay in the white area.
Okay, so I see a heart and a
Yes.
download.
Yes.
Yes.
And I
Keep
don't
going.
oh,
Now
right
go
here.
straight up. Yeah, yeah.
You got it.
So if you click it a little bit more.
Good job, Sheila. Good job. Thank you for being
I'm
patient with
working on
us.
adjusting it, ladies. Bear with me. But if you click it, it kind of takes you through the show at the gallery too. So I'm gonna blow that up so it's bigger.
You
Oh,
want
you
me
made a
to?
mantle there.
So okay, so when I was in school, I made this block of wood and I wanted people to sign it with their thoughts on the show and everything. So when it came to this show, the I started like this my art journey of life, right? I
Okay.
started it with in my grandparents' home, they have a staircase. And in the staircase, they allowed my mom and her siblings to draw pictures. And over the years, it just became like this graffiti wall full of words. So I was like, what if I bring back that idea and have my own? So I took it from my last show. I flipped my show in school. I flipped it over so it's a clean slate. And I wanted people to write their thoughts about the shows at that time. So I was also pregnant during the creation of this show. And I actually had my baby 2 days before the show. So I took my baby home the night of my show. So I didn't make it there.
Mm.
So it was nice too because I got to feel everybody's thoughts and their heart, without without me really encountering them. So it was really nice. And with that, I had if you go to the page before, um you can kind of see I collected a whole collage of all the pictures that inspired the show.
Okay.
So if you look at those pictures, some reflection of that is throughout the rest of the show.
All right. I really like that you said that your son, it's almost like your son was like, it's gonna be about me and you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be look, I know you have beautiful work, mom, and everything, but I'm gonna be the greatest show on earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
And
you
here I come.
I was like, yeah, he wanted to either be at the show or, I knew God wanted me to be somewhere else.
Right.
But I was happy that my family still showed up. My people still got to feel
Mm,
my work. This is some of the biggest work and most work I've done at one time.
mm,
And it was very important. I tried different styles. I did different things. Uh, and I'm
mm,
grateful for
mm,
the Asia giving me the space.
mhm.
Um, believing in the vision too. Um, it was nice, especially because now I'm really big on if I do like people, I want to shoot my own subjects. A lot of my pieces I've taken out of memory or uh, old family photos,
Mhm.
and now I kind of just want to insert myself into it a little bit more.
Right. Right.
And one of them I actually did. It was called Sky's the Limit, and it's like a little girl on a staircase. I
Uh-huh.
actually took that of my cousin herself,
Okay,
and
okay.
it was just about, like, telling, like, the future generations of our family, like, life is limitless, you know, you could be whoever you want, you could pursue all of these things of what you want, as long as God and love are first. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, it was a show I'm very proud of.
Yes. Um, Queen, could you go back to the flower therapy? This is where Simone and I met at the flower therapy show, which was very, very pivotal in our, I would say, our COVID experience here in Detroit. Um,
Mhm.
that's the point where the creator saw that I was on path with Simone. And Simone, I just want to add, we have a wall in our house that is drawn on where well, I call it the
Mhm.
wall of love. And I really, really like that wall that your parents gifted, that the grandparents gifted you all to express yourselves there. I think that I always dreamt that Isis would have a wall in the house. And she ended up painting or drawing on at least one wall in every room. I didn't know she was going to expand my vision that I didn't tell her, but it just happened naturally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
That's
just talk
of
about
course.
the flower therapy. Was this the first show you curated?
Yes, it was a
Oh,
very fresh show. And it was beautiful. I'm glad if I had to if I always remember my first one, I'm glad it was something as beautiful as this show. It was for a great cause. It was for a COVID relief program.
hmm
Um, we were able to like select a lot of, actually Asia knew a good amount of the artists, but select florists and just talented artists in general
Mm-hmm.
to create these live floral installations.
Mm.
Um, it was unreal to walk through,
Mm.
to smell. We had an artist that made baby breath clouds, so you
Oh.
felt like you were like emerged. It was such a dynamic show. Those in this particular picture, that is like a tire wheel. So it's double sided. You can feel art on both sides, and they're different on both sides.
Mm.
They're greenery that hangs and drapes down with logs on the ground.
Mhm.
I mean, the smell of it is really like what I remember so much. Of course the beauty, but the smell was just,
Mhm.
it was definitely a relief from having all the loss and hardships and COVID. It was a place for you really to just take in peace and beauty. Um, the world kind of changed so much during COVID. It was so quiet. It was so still.
Mhm.
But they said the fish started coming back out. Pollution was down. Animals like kind of roamed the land again, more. So it made me also think about like how flowers and plants and life just kind of gets to exist if we don't bother it.
Right.
We don't always insert ourselves.
It could be
But
left alone. I was able to be the docent for the flower therapy, and being there and sitting in there with those flowers alone, it was really breathtaking. I was able to take some pictures from angles. Mama head's earth sign, so I'm getting down on the floor and taking pictures from different angles of what another photographer took. And let me just say that Asia is our she is an Elizabeth already. And Asia was is a photographer, and she did a session instructing and teaching us on angles and things of that nature. So Isis and I went and took a class with her. There's the baby breath clouds. If you go back one, Queen, that was the baby breath clouds, and they were massive. Do you see them there? They were painted different colors, but being able to experience that flower therapy was very calming, and just to see how the different artists saw life. And as the plants, Asia was wondering if we should take it down. I was like, Asia, leave. We These plants, these flowers are helping us go through the process of life. As they were decaying, they were still very beautiful. I'm like Morticia. I love flowers that have done their thing and at the dried area. And if you keep water in them, Haru and I had one rose that somebody gave us for something, and we kept it in water, even though it was decaying. The petals never fell off this plant. They stayed on the plant. It never got crunchy, but it did dry out, but it was still doing a thing. And so as these flowers decayed and were going through their process of shedding and whatnot, it was still very beautiful. But it helped you understand that this is how life is. And the
mhm.
artists just were phenomenal. Some of them were artists and some of them were florists. Was that how that went?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Jessica DeMuro Graves, I've only known her to do like other installation art. So to see her take flowers and she actually did that tire piece
Mm-hmm.
and the piece that draped down,
Mm-hmm.
to see it like in a sketch and then her bring it to life was just unreal. But I agree with Het, like, it was 2 different shows, like, kinda as it first started, it was just like, "Oh, you're walking through fresh flowers," and then you get to see them as they progress, and it was still like, "Wow, this is still, like, very beautiful, though," like, so it was 2 different shows for sure we got to experience as
Mm-hmm.
it went on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Hmm.
Where do we go now? Let's see. Do we go to Woman House now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a link to Woman House Letter. Maybe I do. Let's see.
It's on. Yes, you do.
Oh yeah,
It's on your page.
yeah, yeah, I do. Wow. Wait. Let me see if the Woman House. I may be able to share the one. Can you share the Woman House website?
Oh yeah. Let's
Yes.
see.
Let me see.
It's all woman with an X in
Yeah.
instead of the
Woman House
A.
Detroit. Let me see. Let me see.
Woman with the X.
Yep, Woman House
Yeah,
with the.
where the A would be, it would be an X there.
I want to see if our link. Yeah, it's womanhouse.life
Okay.
because that it has everything that yeah. So you can go to the gallery, I want to say, and it should have. Oh, you could scroll down first though, and that's the home. So it's Asia's childhood home, which I thought was just I kind
Woo!
of myself. You don't hear about stuff like that.
Mhm.
But this is actually my piece. It's coming out the window. So my room was in that top one. The greenery is coming out the window, falling all to the front porch. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a part of my project. So if you go to the
Dripping.
gallery, you can kind of see all the how the last Woman House project was. So is like the first part. This is all from the first time they did Woman House Detroit, and I was a part of the second run. But Laura Earl was like the manager in the house as well with Asia. So.
Wait. Don't wait. Can you go back? Are those outfits special there?
I didn't make those.
Oh, those are
Asia has
bougie
another tie dye.
bohemian. Those
Asia
are
has
bougie.
another tie dye friend. I believe she made her. I'm not sure though. Like Asia always
Okay.
got like cool colors on,
Oh,
so
that might be bougie bohemian. Okay. All right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's her.
My bad. My bad. Next slide, please. Sorry.
And this was Donna Jackson, from the first run. It was actually to celebrate, I wanna say, her birthday.
hmm
She did, like, different faces of herself, to celebrate.
Yeah, that was her journal of every day. She drew herself every day.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And, so the first Woman House, it was, like, kind of a critical time because it was just about, like, all those laws going around about women's rights. So a few of those projects, like within the house, kind of spoke to
hmm
those issues that were going on politically,
Right.
and this was one of them. And we had a few artists. It was really cool because we had artists that were out of state. This particular artist was and it was a thing of she was foreign. Excuse me, I don't remember exactly
hmm
who she what exactly she was,
hmm
but she talked about how like kind of like commercialism and different things in
hmm
America, and it connected to another project she had downstairs, like
hmm
everything in her luggage and kind of coming to America and stuff.
Yeah, I believe it was about her coming to America and it being just an abundance of, we just have a lot of things, an abundance of
A
things.
lot, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this was actually the prayer room. I'm sure it's other pictures to open
Mm-hmm.
it up, but, they asked for people to leave prayers and different things on the wall. Um, it was really, like once you see if you keep going, you'll probably see the other side of it and just to really take in how peaceful it was. This was like what was it? The Apothecary?
Apothecary.
Yeah, by Sabrina Nelson. Love her.
Mhm. Me
If you
too.
can, the Artist Talk is on the Woman House Instagram. You should watch it. It was one of the best artist talks.
hmm
But it was all based on self-care. This was actually by Laura Earl, and she talked about the difference in pay between men and women.
hmm
Mhm.
And she related it to like dildo, like it was
Yes,
something like
yes.
that. Yeah.
These are all dildos. She made
Yeah.
the boxes. She did the boxes. She made the apparatuses, and they all address some type of issue that are the challenges, like what Taraji was talking about when she came out
Yeah.
talking about the payment. And she did a whole data based on this, and that's also what grew into the show that we did, the fetish show
Mhm.
about commercialism and how men are running the narrative of how women are seen and how they present themselves, you know. So that was a part of that piece. Wild. Yeah.
Oh, and this was a great piece. The artist, she is um American and Hispanic. So if you look in the corner of the wall, it's a hinge. So on one side, it's connecting her American culture on the left side, and then on the right, it's like her Hispanic culture. So it was like the space was made to combine both, and she took over like the dining room. So that's why she
Mhm.
created like a table that also has two different sides that's like hinged together. That was a really cool concept
It
to do.
was. It was. That was dope.
Olivia Gooderson, she created the archway. She's known for like work such as that, and she created like a little piece that goes around the archway that went all the way around.
Hmm.
And then the mantle in the background is like family, all the family of the women of Women House.
Hmm. Ooh, it was deep.
Yeah, this space is a lot of and I'm sure that in that may be a picture that shows this too. But of course, like lives were lost, and they were like, how can we honor them? So it's a lot like it's gold leaf spaces throughout the house.
Hmm.
And in the beginning of the house is a candle that's lit, and it has names of people who were lost during COVID. And then upstairs, and they took the hallway closet and made it like a space where they could put obituaries and space for like your loved ones. So it was really.
Hmm.
Oh, and this is just more of the prayer room.
Yes. So this woman house has happened 2 years in a row. It,
Hmm.
it has been a phenomenal, phenomenal show. And Laura Earl, who helped with the first one. Oh, this piece. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It was a mirror hanging down, and it had, I mean, like beautiful feathers hanging. And oh my, yeah, like it
I'll
was
go get
very
mine.
beautiful. It should be some other pictures of it, but I, it doesn't, talking about it won't do it justice because you have to feel it. Like as you go up the staircase, you look up and you see these glass stained feathers off of a mirror. So it was unreal for sure. I don't know if it's pictures of the womb in here, but if not, I'll kind of discuss. Oh, and this is actually, oh, there's the womb. Okay. Yeah, so the womb was created by Jessica. So the same lady who did those tires of flowers, she created this. And I mean, I saw it when it was just like wooden frames. So to see it like this, you literally are walking. In another picture, you saw it like a red outline. It was supposed to be like you're entering the womb. And in it, you hear a heartbeat, you hear soft talking. Um, Obviously, back then I didn't have kids, so it was even more like, whoa. But now I'm just like, wow, like this is what the baby kind of could really
Hmm.
encounter or something, like because of the voices you heard. And she actually made it, through grieving. And in the midst of it, I want to say found out she was pregnant or something.
Was it after flower therapy? She got pregnant between flower therapy and woman house.
Um, I'm not sure if it was. I think it might have been after this, and I don't. I was
She
a
had a
child.
miscarriage. She had a miscarriage.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what sparked this whole thing of
Okay.
what her project in Women House. But
Right.
yeah, but she does have a baby now. Her
She
rainbow baby.
does.
Shout out to her.
Shout out.
Yeah. So this was the
Mm.
first Woman House project, and that was Asia's project, Fall in Love, and it was like fall leaves. It was made to feel feel very loving, whimsical
The
type thing.
beginning of a
Yeah,
new
very like
relationship.
yeah.
Oh, I
Yep.
gotta find my pictures, but I'll share them with the group later. But here's one of the leaves that were done.
Yeah, look at 'em.
So
Wow.
the young lady learned how to do stained glass, and I ended
Mhm.
up getting one in honor of my mom. And then there's a message on the bottom of it in gold leaf from a person that she surveyed people and had them write what they were going through and how they felt.
Mhm.
And the person there's an entryway for the womb.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh!
yeah.
And you had to take your shoes off of here.
You
I
did.
got to guard this place, so Mama Head wasn't playing no games.
And it
Please
was
take your
like
shoes off.
bean bags, red bean bags you could like sit in, and
Hmm.
it was very intimate for
It
sure.
was.
And the one thing I loved about Women House at this stage was uh it was books in each room. Each artist had to pick books
Mm.
that represented what they felt the space were.
Hmm.
I got just this website. Yeah, so this was my room. It's called the Grow Room. And it was important for me, like, we were asked, this is starting the second run of Woman House.
Hmm.
And we were asked to create spaces that speak to womanhood and women. And for me, I love plants, I garden,
Look at
but
that.
I wanted to create a safe space for women because I think that as Black women too, we're always expected to be strong, to have everything together, all while doing 50 million things
Hmm.
for 50 million people
Hmm.
and ourselves. So I just wanted you to feel at peace when you walked in, to just take in what life has. So I created this like indoor outdoor feel. It had fake grass. It had like how like so that you felt like you walking on the sidewalk. I had people leave affirmations for people on the wall. So when it was done, it looked like it was covered in leaves.
Mm.
And I inserted a painting that I loved, and it was called Pedro's Sunflower. And it was about, my cousin and her son.
Hmm.
So I wanted it to be a safe space. And I felt like this time around in Women House, it was definitely like a different take. We had a lot of different artists.
Hmm.
Some were writers, some were filmmakers, installation artists, and like it was great.
Hmm.
The bathroom, it was just about finding like your own femininity.
Hmm.
All these things they tell you like what women are supposed to do, have, look like, um, and why it could be uncomfortable at the same
Hmm.
time. So it was a lot of dynamic pieces. I hope it shows. I'm sure it'll show the garage.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
was something too.
that was probably one of my favorite pieces. It was by Bria Lauren.
Hmm.
She took the garage and like literally transformed it to a space to watch a film that she dedicated to like her mother.
Hmm.
She had recently lost her mother, and she, I mean, laid it all out, laid
Hmm.
out uh those dark feelings that you have, the disconnect, the connection. Um, it was just a beautiful documentary. Gold was made for her.
Yeah, and
So,
the cracks in the cement foundation, she
mhm.
put gold in it, and it just transformed. Like the
Yeah.
garage was so, it was almost like it was a sacred space,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
really was. She I have to find some pictures to insert because
Hmm.
just it completely changed. The garage was not utilized the first time around,
Right.
but to see her transform it to this bright purple,
Hmm.
yeah, the cracks in the ground were covered in gold leaf. Uh,
Wow.
it the documentary, like she's also from Houston, from
Hmm.
Texas. Uh, so it was just like to see her bring herself to here, to
Hmm.
the city. Like it was dynamic for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Woman House has been really something. And that womb room I had, being there, being the docent there, I was the caretaker. And one woman was in the womb room, and I told, I didn't know. I was asking myself, okay, Spirit, how do I handle this? I heard her weeping in there. And so I was like, wow, if I go in, I don't want to break her, that what she's had, her experience. But then I wanted to check in and make sure she was okay, because I didn't want her to go too deep where I would have really had to, maybe call for some, people to come and help me with her the therapy of it. But I just took a tissue. I went in quietly. I had to go into the womb with her, and just
Wow.
took her some tissue. And then I told her I would be outside if she needed some help. And so that was a thing for me as well. Ooh, okay. Ooh, don't go. All right, yeah. So anyway,
I'm
that was
sure that womb therapy was really deep.
it
That
was.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was wow.
One young man went in. He was like, "Oh, it was really cool in there." And then I had another woman. There was an elder woman. She said, "Oh no, I'm not going in there." I mean, she went into a full thing, and so I got to see all of this different dynamic. And the men were so
Mm.
caring. When men went in there, it was almost like when they came out, they got it, even though they'd already been in and come out. Maybe several times. Their first time, and then maybe other times if they've created children. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
that was a whole thing. That it was a
Mm.
whole
Yeah.
womb thing. Yeah.
A lot of
Wow.
people cried. A
Wow.
lot of people really felt it.
Powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
but here's one of the leaves that I got. And this young lady's story was phenomenal too. So the one that I picked, it says, I have let go of the harsh, strict, limiting beliefs of actions that I put on myself in form of a future that promises abundance and expansiveness.
Mm.
So that was one of the sayings that one of the people,
So
and
that's
she put,
stained glass.
yes, it is, and it has a hook on
Beautiful.
the end for the words, and then
Hmm.
another hook
To hang it.
here for the
To hang it.
visual. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Really, that's nice.
Hmm.
Simone, it has been a beautiful journey here with
Mhm.
you today. I'm so grateful that you decided to come in. Ladies, if you can, come on in and introduce yourselves. Star, I mean, they're already in, but show yourselves if you're able. We have Star and Lily B. And
No, Star's camera is
she's the ocean right now.
yeah.
She is a cancer. I love it. I love it. So yeah, y'all come on in, and if you have questions for Simone, go at it. I'm gonna go get the rest of my project pieces because I left them downstairs, and go to the restroom,
Do
get your
you?
coffee, get your water, your smoothies.
Yeah, I need to get some water. I just been sitting here, but do you have? Can you show? I know my eyes were closed, but I um, wh- do you tie dye clothing and sell it and paint it?
So I I'll take like a base clothing, like, and I'll tie dye it myself. Like I've tried like ice dyeing, like
Mm.
different like tie-dye techniques, and I sell it. I actually have pieces for sale at the gallery. So we have like a merch shop now, and
Okay.
they're available there. I used to have it on my website, but um being that they're in store now, like over there, I've taken them down off of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I can I share my screen? Let me see.
Mhm.
If I can do that, then I can show you with some of them that I've made. Let me see.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Let me see.
Barigani, everyone.
Bargani.
God.
Was it
Kuja chocolate.
Puja? Puja. How do you
All right,
say it?
guys.
It won't let me go to my site for it, but
I got a
I
quick
do.
question, Simone.
Go ahead.
At what age do you think you really um gravitated to the art? What age would you say? When were you introduced to it? When do you think you were introduced to it? And the reason why I ask this question, because I think it's so unique when people come to this planet and know exactly what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I have a cousin, she came and she's always wanted to be a doctor. And so she became a doctor. She's an adult now. She became a doctor. And then, as you know, through this journey, a lot of people, including myself, don't really know what they want to do. So we're
Yeah.
constantly trying things out and kind of tweaking, but I think it's so unique when people come and it's like, bam, this is what I want to do. And of course, I believe that's something that's brought to them through with them in their past life.
Hmm.
So
Um,
that's why I asked the question.
yeah. I I don't like I always say like my first like recognition of art was at my grandparents' home, with the graffiti wall and everything that I talked about. Like that was kind of my first introduction to art. But I've always been exposed to like drawing or I think like something artsy.
Okay.
And my mom draws too. Like she used to do that a lot.
Mhm.
She just didn't pursue it. So when it came to like art classes, I think I always just kind of I don't know, I just kind of connected to it. I used to have want to get art drawing books all the time and draw cartoons, and
Okay.
I used to always do stuff in that way very young.
Mhm.
And I just think it kept going. And once I got introduced to painting and I started painting maybe in high school, that's when I first tried it out.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Oh, this I like." I
Yeah.
like it more than drawing. I'm into photography too,
Okay.
but I painting is definitely like a thing for me. And I always now I'm at the stage of like I know this is the field that I love and I enjoy, but I'm also asking myself, is this uh what my purpose is? Like I ask God if this is my purpose or if this is like the route to it. And I
Right.
think like no, even the people who do know like this is like okay, like well being a doctor, it's like these are things that we do, but in it is so many I don't know if this makes sense, but in what we do is something that God wants us to feel or to connect with. So even as you figure it out, I think you'll know as like what God wants you to take from things too.
Okay.
And
And everything connects together. It may
yeah,
break.
it really
Yeah.
does. Like I got into gardening.
Mhm.
And when I did Woman House, I was able to combine that. Like,
Mhm.
I made a
Right.
room that made you feel like it had live plants in there I had to go and take care of. Like, Het took care of them while she was there.
Right. Right.
So, it it all is gonna, like, connect in some way too, so
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh.
That makes sense. Yeah. Stepping stones to build us for next chapters.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I also believe all of us are artists. It's
Oh,
just
yeah, me
different
too. Me
areas
too.
of what you really are into.
Well, I believe we're definitely here to create. That's
Oh, yeah, for
in
sure.
some form of fashion. And women, we're always creating.
Mhm.
As a mother, you creating what to cook, you creating to clean your house, you create decorate the house, you
Mhm.
creating how to keep your man, happy. We're creating to keep the kids quiet.
Mhm.
We're
I
always
like the way you put that, Joy. I really, that's why your name is Joy. I like the way you put that. Be creative. How, yeah, that's dope.
I mean, we are master creators.
Yeah.
Master. They say a man buys a house, but we make it a home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We are master creators. Some just do it a lot better than others because they haven't tapped into that side of the brain,
Right.
But it's all there. That's why we're here. I believe that's one of our main purposes. Everyone is to create. Even if you got to create your way out of a lie.
Oh, come on with it now. Come on with it. Tell the truth. Come on, Reverend Joy. Come on, Reverend Joy.
Create out of a lie. You create the lie. Now you got to create how to get out.
Right. And you got
Right.
to create out of
That's
it.
right. It all takes, no matter the chaos and the order takes work. You have to be creative with the chaos and the order.
That's right. That's right.
Wow, that's something. That's something. I love the way she put
Come back
that.
here. Come back here.
Creative to keep the house clean. You right about that.
Mhm.
That is hilarious.
Simone, that's an excellent presentation. Your work is awesome.
Thank you.
Simply awesome. So what has intensified since the baby, since your son in your world of art? Is there anything that you see or
Mm,
feel or what you do with him?
mm. I would say my message
Mhm.
has like intensified, like what I want to say, like what do I want to explore, and a lot of people have asked me like, well, what's next? What do you feel? Because I did a solo show, so I'm tapped out, but at the same time, I got stuff going in my head, and I'm like, I would love to. Like my dad asked me, like, do you write stuff down? Do you like talk like about your days as a mom?
Mm,
And I definitely want to paint around motherhood.
Yeah.
mhm,
I have a son, so throughout my pregnancy, I was thinking if I really connected to like having a show about black men. Um, but yeah, I definitely think my message, he's humbled me so much. I'm not it's a different type of living that's happening these days. So
mhm.
I want him to be exposed to creativity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he may not want to paint, but he can paint with me, you know. But I want like whether it's music or I mean anything. I definitely want to be open to him being able to explore himself and express himself.
Mhm.
Because I also don't believe like a lot of black men are in spaces to just like emotionally be free.
Yes.
So I definitely want to give him that space, and I know that art has always done that for me. I've been able to reflect how I feel through art, so
Mhm.
for
Art,
sure,
art can be very loud. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It can be very loud without saying nothing.
It can speak way louder than me sometimes, like than what I would vocalize sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think that's also why I wanted to paint very large. My largest painting in that show was like 60 by 72 inches.
Woo!
It was 5 by 4. It was a footer. And I was like, I wanted a whole show full of that, and I was pregnant. I was like, this not gonna happen. I can't do that big anymore. But I wanted it to really speak to people. Um,
Yeah.
so but now I am kind of also into small paintings.
Mhm.
I want to try like some different things out. So stay tuned.
Right.
Awesome.
Wow. It's been phenomenal. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for taking us on this journey with you. Goodness gracious.
No, thank you for having me. I really wanted to do this, so I'm glad to be a part.
Yes. What's your son's name?
Soul,
His name is Soul.
soul
And I
time,
so say it again.
soul,
Soul.
Soul.
Soul. That is his name, you all.
His middle name is Quadir, and so it's like Quadir means powerful and capable. So it's like it was a spirit that's powerful.
Yes, that's dope. You know, having a name that has meaning really helps you how you go through the world. And I just want to say thank you to Soul. He let us have you for a whole hour. Like,
I know. I'm like, what is he doing? He's probably eating or asleep. He was
oh,
really good. I was like, wow, you gonna let me do this meeting?
cause it's Mama Het. Cause it's Mama Het.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yes, yes, please. Thank you. I'm glad we didn't have to ask. I hope she's going to get the baby and not to the restroom.
Ah, that's cute, Mama Het.
Huh?
That's cute. I love it.
Thank you.
I
So,
love them I love them eyes on your wall back there too.
oh yes, my daughter, when Kwame was mayor, or I guess it was him, he would do the night watch for Halloween, right? So Isis cut the words out. She cut the eyes out of the poster, and then she took the D for Detroit and turned it and made it. Oh, look! Hi, soul.
Hi, so
Oh, he
say
is so
hi.
He
cute.
like, wait a minute. Breakfast is breakfast back there.
Oh,
Hi,
look
soul.
at him.
This is 3 months, y'all. This is three. Hi, soul.
Oh
Hi,
my
Soul.
goodness. Oh, he
Thank
is
you for
cute.
letting us have your mother. Is he waving at us?
Look at him
Thank you for
smiling.
letting us
You
have
do
your
like to
mother
use
on the
those
show with
hands.
us.
Oh, look,
What
he's
up,
so
though?
cute.
What up, though?
He's so cute.
3 months. Oh my God, Simone.
Already.
I know you in love. I know you so in love.
Very much so.
Are you breastfeeding him?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was like breakfast. He was like breakfast.
Man, like, but that has been a hassle too. I salute all of y'all if y'all done that or tried for a day at least or something
Yeah,
because it is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
It's
is
so
handsome.
will help him so much. I didn't have with fame, he he didn't have illness and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't he didn't catch colds and all that kind of stuff, you know, from I didn't breastfeed him long, but that he got it helped him.
Yeah, I feel like I mean they say it helps the baby so much and he's been fine in all of this, the weather and everything. So
And
right.
then what it does to you when I would feel that pull of my
Ooh,
pulling me back together.
baby.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
the magic right there. People don't know. You don't have to, these women. I see my friends are having babies and going to the gym. I was like, if you don't sit your butt down somewhere. Mama said, sit down, let your body heal. That's why you have your rocking chair. Your rocking chair helps with the abs. If you're able to nurse, that latching on and that nursing, baby, it's sewing everything back together.
Oh, Mama Evelyn, I wanted to ask, do we need more than this, the package?
Some fabric,
Uh-oh. I got some right here.
you know, take somebody's old jeans or any sort of little fabric you got laying around there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sending you 3 pictures because I don't know how to put them up so people can see. because I already gave the earrings to my girlfriend because they were for her mother
Okay.
that I made just to show you what I did.
Right.
Um,
Mama Evelyn, I just opened up my beautiful package. I love the way it came. I feel loud and in charge. I was like, I'm
Dana,
gonna look up these people on the stamps. And this, I couldn't
can
open
you
it
tell
because I
Dana
had to
that
do what first?
Leslie
what
said
now?
she bringing Isaiah and Kate over here at 11 o'clock?
I had to color it first. So
What?
Simone, Mama Evelyn has put together a package for us to do our project today.
Okay.
So we have four circles.
Oh.
I was
Oh.
my it began with my one of my best friends mother had gotten some earrings with some, they had taken some not so expensive hoops and they were pierced, and someone had taken pieces of denim and had just tied it around the hoop, and her mother didn't like it because her mother's a fashionista. She's 91 years old and she's a fashionista. Okay. And so she needed some denim earrings to go with her outfit. So I was playing around with tie. I know she didn't like the tie, so that was the second picture. So I did a pair like that, and then I wanted to scrunch up the fabric. And what I was using at first was some heavy denim that is for like it was just too heavy. But when I went to the resale shop and got some old denim and it was softer. So that's the scrunched up piece at the bottom. And then the first two were made with these circles that I got off Amazon, these wooden circles. And they have different shapes, which I'm going to collect them all, of course. Um,
Ooh.
they have they have pyramids, they have squares. Yeah, but these are flat wooden circles. And so they're all, and but the one on the bottom is made with I just took some mat board that I had and cut circles out in them. And so yeah, that's what I did. And I did it because did I put it over here? Oh, the earring backs that I got were so cool. Can everybody see my hands in
Um,
camera?
we got to
If you
come
can
back
like,
to the
if you
group.
can you know, pin it so you can see. These are so cool. If you can see them. Can you see that?
No, Mama got us on. Wait a minute. Let me go down. Mama got us still on the center. Where's your other? Oh yes, I see now. I lost you.
Yes, it's got the post and then the backing, and then they just
Okay.
clip on. They're like clip-ons, but they're posts, and it's just so
Okay.
cool. And so, I told her to tell her mother if it comes off, because I used a couple of different types of glue. So I'm
Mhm.
looking for a glue that can, with the metal to the fabric. So, but these are so cool. They're so cool. I really love them. And I got them off Amazon too. You get 5 pair for like $10. No, is it $10? Something like that. But yeah. So in your packet, I gave you um some thread, and I gave you some beeswax to coat the thread so it's easy, and I gave you a needle. Uh, and so my idea was I like the free form of gathering the fabric. And so you can use hot glue. Oh, you need a hot glue. Everybody has a hot glue gun. Didn't you have a hot glue gun from one of our projects, Mama Queen?
I
You
do.
have,
I'd have to. Oh,
but if you have regular glue, that's fine. It just the hot glue will make it stick faster. And you don't, yeah. I happen to, I bought a cordless glue gun, which works out good for me.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's, you get one of the $5 one at the Dollar Tree, that's good too.
Okay.
They heat up. Yeah. So you can take a pencil or a pen. This just happens to be an erasable fabric pen by
Okay.
Pilot. But I'm not, this is not going to show. But I like starting out in a circle, like if you make a circle in the fabric, like a big circle,
Mm-hmm.
you can use a
You
pencil.
mean are you doing a spiral or a circle?
I'm doing a spiral. That's what I
Okay.
meant. Or yeah, because you just want to give yourself some sort of guideline to
Okay.
like follow. And because you could do it either way. You can either draw on the back and gather it up with the thread, needle and thread, and you don't want the thread to show.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna make you put a knot. I have a knot in here. You're just gonna make like little, like grab up just a little piece of fabric and just go around in the circle, just grabbing
Oh, okay.
like this.
That's gonna be your
So what?
scrunchy part.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and
I
then
like
once
it.
you get it, yeah, once you get it all around, then you can just draw it up as much as you want, and then just play around with how you want the folds to fall.
Okay.
And when your hot glue gun heats up, then you know, then you're gonna put it on the cardboard and then place it on there and play around with it as fast as you can to get it on there. Yeah. So, so yeah, I was just playing around with different techniques, and one, I cut strips, and always cutting strips in uh against the on the bias makes them more malleable. It makes them more malleable to go around the circle, you know. Uh, they stretch because when you cut on the bias, that's the stretch of the fabric. So, like if you wanted to wrap it around, like this little piece here, I can just, in making a bias, you're taking like a square, a piece of fabric as possible, and you're gonna fold it. If you see how I fold it, like this is a square, and if you just bring this edge over to this edge, then you've created a bias. Okay. And I'm just going to cut one. I conveniently have my scissors hanging up on my pegboard. So I'm gonna cut on the fold here. So I mean, this is any way you want to do the earrings today, you know. So I usually cut with a rotary cutter because I'm a little anal like that. So see, it gives it a lot of stretch. So when you're going around a circle, it just makes it easier to wrap around. And so then you have your glue gun and you just, put a hot glue and wrap it around. And then you can fray the edges if you want to. but eventually they'll fray anyway. So yeah, so that's how I made one of those pair. But of course, I had to, go off and do things a little more difficult. And I actually, I don't do this bag. I started out with, like I said, I started out with there's some stuff called stiffy, and you can make fabric really stiff, and it's used for different things because I would like to do a project making envelopes out of fabric. So the fabric has to get stiff,
Mm-hmm.
but this stuff, you have to water it down a lot. They say it not so much, but yeah, a lot. Because what happened was this is so hard. I can't imagine putting this up against my ear. And so I just attempted to free form it. This is very hard.
They're weapons. They're weapons for your utility belt.
Yeah, and then the second one that I watered down was even, just really hard. But I do like the way it crinkled up. So,
Yeah. Mama
but
Evelyn, you can maybe turn them into pins, that you put,
oh yeah, and
or
the way I like to make, I have repurposed some friends like brooches.
uh-huh.
Uh, and I've made some for actually my girlfriend's mother, and I like using very powerful magnets.
Uh-huh.
And you really can't get them in the craft store. They're not
Right.
powerful enough to go through the clothes and to really hold them. Um, because Sheena had a lot of badges from when she used to work for T-Mobile,
Uh-huh.
and she brought all those badges home, and I took them apart and just used,
Yes.
yeah, because it's really nice. And then you just go, and it doesn't put a pin holes in your
Right.
clothes, and
Right.
yeah, so that's something. And so I have some magnets, y'all, if y'all want to.
Yeah.
Give you
And
some magnets.
Mama Evelyn, you know what else? I'm have my little creativity is going berserk in my head. But I'm looking at pull strings for they could be decor for your pull strings for your ceiling fans and light switches.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you could reach, how you reach up and chick chick, pull the switch on. And also with this project, I could see me creating a light fixture, the light plate for the light switch. I could use
Mm-hmm.
this process on there as well. I would love to use fabric. That'd be dope. So I'm just over here. My little mind is just click, 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 click.
Yeah, and then you know, we could tie dye it
We
like
can.
Simone. We could tie dye it.
Oh,
I
look
want
what
to
I
do
got.
the ice tie dye. I want to do that. And there's a girl on TikTok. She sells what looks like really quality sweatsuits that she tie dyes. Really
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah, ice dyeing is really fun to watch it, like the ice melt and it really changed how it looks. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really cool.
And you use the Procyon dyes? Do you use those? Or do
Um, are those I think yeah, I used the Procyon dyes, but it's like I've tried like different dyes before, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't really I wanna figure out natural dyes, and that kinda goes into like natural paints and stuff because I wanna figure out that it's not so harsh. Like, so I'm kinda all over with that right now too.
Yeah, for me, it's just that, actually, I think in RJ school at one of the art festivals, his old school he used to go to, that's my grandson, RJ. Um, you can make dyes. You can make dyes out of avocado peel,
Hmm.
Mm.
but there's just if you want a more muted color. Me, I want bright in your face, boom. And you
Me
really, you
too.
know, Procyon dyes is the way to go for me. So yeah.
See.
Okay.
Yeah, and just like you, Simone, I really think everyone is an artist, and that is why that's why my I want to say my ministry is geared toward creating spaces to make art. Um, so I do make and takes. I've in the past I've worked at the African World Museum when they did the art did the um what is that? The World Festival. The festival was there, and I worked in the Watoto village, and it grew from there, you know. And the more stuff I get, the more I want to get, and so I think I've cut up like 10, maybe 6, 7, because I got a big haul of wallpaper sample books.
Mhm.
So I cut them all up, and so we want to do envelopes out of those, and just different, you know, and just for people to find what they're comfortable with doing. So I just, you know, create all these different things that come to my head through spirit, you know, and say, oh, this would be cool and that would be cool, you
Okay.
know. So yeah.
Would I be able to share my screen with you? I want to show you I was able to pull up the tie-dyes.
Okay, yes, I'd love to see that.
Let's
I think
see.
I gave it to you already, babe.
I haven't done it on here before.
You have it, right?
Oh, yep. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
She's
There we
got the
go. So
power.
y'all can see this.
Yes. Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like, I'm into color. Lots and lots of color.
Yes.
And then I did some other one, like I did some tank tops.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
These
nice.
are ice dye. I had so much fun doing these. Like, this is crazy.
And you said that's what ice.
Ice dyeing. So you pretty much like get a bucket, you put the material in it, and then you put ice on top, and you sprinkle the dye on it.
Okay.
So a lot of these I've done like ice dyeing with.
Okay.
And this one I was learning, so some of 'em, the way they were a little bit muted, whereas those tanks were like very vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Um, but I love the style of how they bleed, kind of the colors around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And each one is, you know, its own
Yeah,
unique because
I love it.
can't repeat it.
Yeah, you really can. It's like once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
That whole tie dyeing, that process is so, it's so phenomenal to me. I've never. That's something that I have not. No, wait a minute. Nope. Telling stories. Nope. Lies. Um, I want to be at the helm of the tie dyeing. Like I want to be the one tying the fabric up.
Yeah.
Oh, I would see. I need you then, because the tying part was like,
Okay.
like
Okay.
I'll mix colors all day.
Okay. Well, then we need to make it a date, and
Yeah.
maybe Queen has a space called the Lizzie's Kitchen where things go down. So now that you're in Elizabeth, we might have to have you over there for art day. You and Mama Evelyn, we have art
Yeah.
day and do some tie dye work. Cause I was ready. I was ready.
This is what I'm supposed to do.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Queen.
Let me so I can let me
I took it from these are the lock socks.
Uh-huh.
lock socks. Okay.
And
Okay.
it goes around. It's a thing like that goes on your head. Stuff.
What does it bring you?
And then what am I supposed to do? Or am I hanging? Because I see you're much further ahead while I was trying to figure stuff out.
No, I'm not. What you have your glue gun?
No, no, I'd have to locate. I do have one. I do
Okay.
have a gorillas.
Oh, that may work. Just put, you unwrap it and just okay. So if you watch me went from the beginning,
I saw when you put little dabs as you went around.
yeah, just put little dabs of glue and just, press the fabric into it. Start at the beginning, put a little dab of the Gorilla Glue. Be careful not to Gorilla Glue your fingers. And just put it, and then just start wrapping it around, and just every time you wrap it around, just put a dot of glue. Dot of glue. Overlap it, and oh yeah, you're gonna make you some earrings, Queen. Oh,
Okay, you had something on your earrings, you had them hanging. What with the material? Did you have it hanging?
well, what I did was when I got to the end, you know, I made the strip long enough so I'd have a lot extra. So when I got to the end, I overlapped it. Let me see if I can get this is I can get this. And so you have to buy the apparatus to hang it from.
Yeah.
Those things. And I can send you the link to what I got.
I got, oh, okay, might be different. I do have some earring stuff. See what I have.
Yeah, I have some clip-on, just regular clip-on that I don't, you know, but so when I got to the end here, I overlapped it a bit. Can you see? And made a long string, and I put some glue on there, and I doubled it over to make it a little hangy thing here. And then you put whatever apparatus you're gonna put here, and so they hang from your ear like that.
Got it.
You know, I just thought that was the best way.
Some things hanging. I guess you can put whatever to hang.
Yeah, those were just on the picture. Those were different. When I just took when I just made the strips, made the little strips, and I took and then I just
oh, okay, you did them.
I put a little dab of glue here and here, and made sure and then glued it like that so it hung all the way around.
Okay.
Tassel.
Yeah.
You know, and then just use one of those tassels as the back. But yeah.
Thank you.
And
thank you so much for the kits that you put together for us to make it, you know, yeah, I know that takes time, and I know it's your world.
I like doing that.
Right. So you enjoy
I like doing that. I don't know why. Then see, I get carried away, you know, and I get, because my goddess doll kit is up to, you get like 10, 20 pieces in it.
Also, your packaging is exquisite. Like it was, my rings were put together and safe inside of this taped together ring keeper mailing keeper.
Yeah, just a couple of pieces of mat board, because you know we don't know how it's gonna come through the mail, and just have to make sure that they don't break it.
I can use these too. I'm like Mama Hit. I want to make a mobile. I don't know. It's gonna be a cloth mobile. I don't know. Something's happening. I'm using all of this. Trust me and believe. I'm using it all.
I had given you guys some rectangles and some circles, so I said, "Ooh, rectangles would look good."
Yeah.
You know, three items.
Yeah,
I love it.
And so, what are we on time? Because I don't want to.
At 9:41.
Okay. So let me. I'm just gonna. I'll do the circle. The circle is. I haven't done a rectangle yet, but the circle is what I did is just. If you can see, I centered. You know where it's all meshed together here, and then I just take my glue gun. Start in the middle. And just press it down.
Okay. And then the scrunch is already happening.
It's already happening. Yeah. Just give it some glue. And if you need to reactivate your glue, now I don't know how many of us you guys have natural hair. How many of you have a hair dryer that gets real hot? But you can use a hair dryer, or you can probably get, because what I have is, this is a heat tool. It's like when you know about embossing.
Yeah.
Embossing powders to make embossing powder. You put it. It's like you put a glue down, and then you put these powders on wherever you do. If you want something to be a raised decorative surface,
okay.
and then you put these powders on, and you knock the excess off, and then you hit it with a heat gun.
Okay.
And then it makes it a solid piece of plastic on whatever you're doing. So that's what a heat gun is used for. So of course, I have this tool, and this also will reactivate your glue,
Okay.
your glue stick, and you can
Okay.
move a little more, because that's how I removed, because sometimes the faces will come off of my dolls, and and I want to scrape off the excess glue off the fabric. And this is what I use. I use a heat tool to make it soft enough for me to get it off of there, and then I put more glue on there and glue it back on. So you can always reactivate. If something's not falling the way you like it, you just hit it with as hot a setting as you can, and can maneuver it again after that. So
Here it is.
Nice. I
Oh,
found some. That's
oh,
pretty
yeah.
clean. What color is that? Is that an orange or a rust? What
It's a
color?
red.
Red? Okay.
that's pretty.
So because I had already wrapped it, because this is such a stretching material, I just wrapped it
Oh yeah.
really tight. And so, and that glue, this Gorilla glue for kids. I'm a kid.
That's right.
But I'm gonna secure that with with this. Can I without the glue gun, can I like take a little piece and melt it and put that and then drop it on there?
What you gonna what's
What
how
is
you
it? Oh,
This isn't this
no, that's beeswax. That's to coat your thread with, so it doesn't get tangled.
thing?
make
Because
it
you know how when
smooth
you're
the fabric
sewing, when it gets
easier.
the tangles, when you coat it with real beeswax, it stops it. You can get the knots out very easily of when you're hand sewing something. So yeah.
Oh, okay, got it, got
So
it.
you take it. So how do you just rub it across the thread?
Yeah, you take the thread and
Rub it like this?
you just embed it into the, so that it and then pull it through. No, you're gonna take a string.
Okay,
You're
and
gonna
then
unravel it,
thread it. Okay, got you. Thread it through. Okay, got you. Got
and then just embed it and then pull it through the beeswax. Yeah,
you.
and
Okay,
you'll
got
see the coating on there.
you. Where the needle at? Oh Lord. I don't want to sit on that. Where's the needle?
No, you don't.
Oh,
You didn't.
look,
Did you take?
she
You didn't
right
put.
on the floor in between my legs. That was not going to be a great thing,
That
right?
was not.
That's not gonna be great. So I found this. I took a tassel apart.
Okay.
So I'm gonna glue gun this around my earring. I think I'm gonna create a person or something around my ring. I'm still gonna wrap fabric around my ring, but I'm gonna do something like this. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Make it look like hair. I
Oh
think
yeah.
a
Okay.
person's coming. A person's
See
coming.
what happens. See what happens.
Yeah, because I just bought this to insert in my hair for the holidays.
Uh-huh.
These
That'd
are
be awesome,
these are the
Queen.
braids, and
Yep.
I could
Oh, now see, that's a whole new idea. See what happens, Simone, when you get together? This is what happens. This is what happens. You get all these ideas. Now, see, I'm thinking a solid piece of round
Mhm.
wood,
Mm-hmm.
and then painting it with the fake. Oh, see,
She gone. She gone.
And this, look, this is what happens when the teacher's teaching, and we would be considered those, those children over there, the cots, and you know, because I've had this for a while. It was a tassel, and I took it apart. I took the other pieces. What did I say? I disassembled it. So, and I took the tassel and made like a door hanger for your doorknob. And so I got them crocheted on the bottom of the crochet piece. But now I can let this be the lady. The lady can be the top with my ring.
Yeah.
Now she's wall art. Now it's a person. Now it's a person. See the tassels, Mama Evelyn?
yes, I see.
So this was, drapery, the tiebacks from drapes. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. And
yeah.
like, they put these around your what you call it, your lampshades. I'm about to go crazy in here. Yeah, I'm gonna make this is gonna become a person. I'm gonna put some fabric around her. I gotta find the right piece. And then I'm gonna make her hair, and she's gonna become a person. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. That's it. She got on a long dress, and that's all. And that's it. On the door.
Mm.
But I gotta go get my glue gun. And I know I got some fabric around here. And see, that's why, don't throw away. I mean, yes, clean out your closets,
Organize. Keep it organized.
release the things you don't need, but those things that you can't, that you feel like I'm so attached, turn them into art, and then you don't feel so bad about letting them go. Because we need zawadi, we need gifts for our Kwanzaa, for our children for Kwanzaa. And you notice that the zawadi, the gifts are for the children. Because your mama and your dad, I mean, like if you're getting gift giving for people, it's, people need oil change, car tire certificates, things you can use. Maybe you want to get them a little something extra on their electric bill or whatever. Those are the kind of gifts that keep on giving. But the zawadi for the children, like they need something else for you to clean up. But anyway, and now's the time to shop because the real prices are happening. The real prices are now on sale. So a queen, look, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. Look, you can go on and put that in your hair. You don't even have to do the ponytail anymore. There it is. We starting the whole thing of it now. Oh, Mama Evelyn, I can't wait. I don't have everything up here, and I'm just sitting here because I'm like, I need this and I need that. But I couldn't open my package until I colored the paper that you sent, the envelope that Mama Evelyn made this envelope for my packaging. I had to color it before I opened it. Okay.
Yeah, I just took over the dining room table and just deconstructed all these fabric sample books, and oh boy, do we have a lot. I'm ready for the portable altar class. I just have to get the boards, but yeah, I'm ready. Yes, and it's some nice paper too. Nice paper.
Oh, let me put all of this in my like the kids say, my envelope. Let me put it in my envelope. Oh, I have a box here. I'll use this box.
I would like to know, for those that are not doing this project and just watching, what are your experiences? what are you experiencing in just watching us go crazy?
Just seeing y'all each do 3 different things.
Mhm.
Like, I'm like, "Okay," I had one idea, like, "Okay, I love the denim," and then when you say you could fray it, but then y'all have tassels, hair, I'm like, "There's so many different things you can add to it."
Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay.
And I just thought instead of attempting to wrap around, and make it a nice perfect circle, if I just leave it like that, and what I have is like uh they used to have the sewing expo up in Novi,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady sold, these are ultra suede.
Uh-huh.
And so I like for the earring to have like a nice soft back against your skin. So I said, instead of
Right.
attempting to wrap this around and make it all neat, I can just leave it as is and just make sure I connect it over the cardboard in the back.
Now hey, that's reminding me of the old school buttons. Remember the buttons we used to make with the little metal set, the cover
Yep.
in the back?
Yep.
I used to help my auntie make those. But Mama Evelyn, I like that idea, but I was like, excuse me. I was like, shucks, you can also put one of your word circle thing in the back. Now it's double sided. One of your sayings, you have circle
Oh
sayings.
yeah, right,
I don't know how you
Hello.
wear them though. How would you wear them so you can see them? Because if
What
you,
that no that
Yeah, but
sometimes
you see the front and the
they
back.
flip, they flip around on their own like leaves.
Like the ones you already make, they show the front and the back.
Like the earrings you have on. You could
Mhm.
slap those words on the back of that earring, and now you got a denim side and a message. Denim and a message. Denim with the message.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you could still curl that over or put that, you could fray it. You could cut it and fray it or whatever.
Yeah.
You
And
do
you know
it.
what I do have? Like I say, I have the stuff. When I always say I have stuff, I really mean I have stuff.
Right?
Because if you come to my daughter's house, this is where I live at my daughter's house, on the bathroom door, because there's several of us living here. Um, it's like five of us. And this was before we got Abby fixed, and we didn't like her in the bathroom because she would piss on the shower curtain and
Uh-huh.
on the rug. So we would never let her into the bathroom. So we just started doing that, and I made a sign to go on the door, and you
Uh-huh.
flip it, and it says, that someone's in there, and on the other side it says it's open. Well, I have
Okay.
these little swivel, like a swivel key, these little swivel, yeah, I've got
Right.
them. So I have made a couple of pair of earrings where, it was different sayings on the back. And so I used a little swivel the little swivel thing between the ear wire and the earring, and it just swivels around. So that would be something that this could do. It would just swivel around on its own.
Yeah, you know how you have the chain. Some of the earring backs have the chain. A little extension for the hangability.
Mm-hmm.
So then that as you walking around and talking and the wind blowing and the earring is flipping, there's a message. There's denim. You know, because I
Yeah.
know you want your edge clean. You want a nice edge. So I get that part. But you maybe could cut it to fit the circle and then add the paper and coat it however, fingernail
Mm-hmm.
polish or whatever, clear fingernail polish.
I don't have nail polish in my
Oh boy.
possession.
Right.
I really like my nails like natural. So I buff
I
them.
don't really mess around too much either, especially when I had the baby. I was like, no, don't put that fingernail polish on. Just no. I would do my toes, but I'm like, we're still smelling chemicals.
Yeah, and then you have to put it, clean out her mouth, and she put
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, and you got all.
right. That's why I would only put it on my toes. And then I'm like, where you gonna put this polish on? Because now you smelling fumes. It's just the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Woo. Babies will change your whole world.
Yes, they
Oh
do.
my goodness.
And then they remind you of your whole world. You're like, oh, oh.
Totally. Yeah, because they do something, you say, well, I used to do that.
I used to really, I used to mess the mothers up at school. I would really get the mothers
Mm.
when they would come in to sign their child out because the youth has been cutting up. I said, so I said, which side of the family is that showing up from? Is that you or dad? And the mother would look at me, and I could tell when they looked at me, I knew it was them because they didn't have nothing to say.
Right.
They just stand there like, look.
Yeah, Fame was doing something really weird. And so I really was trying to break him of that and stuff. And so I told his father, and he said, I used to do that. I said, oh, iniquity. Okay.
Because you say, where is this baby getting this? Where you getting this from? Where you getting this from? And you're like, oh,
You know,
grandma.
iniquity.
And then Haru and I would tease each other. What side of the family is that coming from? What side of the family?
If it was good, you claim it. If it's like negative, like no. I think she reached way back and got that.
Exactly. So Mama Evelyn, ooh, I'm like, ooh, mirrors. Oh my goodness. You know when people give you, oh boy. Okay, here's another one. A mirror. I put a mirror on the other side of that. So when people they want to come say things to you, I'm like, here, this is who you need to talk. Maybe you
Turn
can
it
talk to this
around.
person right here. Not the
Oh my
hand, but the
gosh.
mirror. But the
Yeah.
Oh
mirror.
my gosh.
Mama Evelyn, I know you got some
That's
mirrors
an
over there.
idea.
I
No,
know
I
you got
don't
some
have
mirrors over there.
I don't have any mirrors, but see, I have some in my wish cart on Amazon.
Do
But
they
they
have
were
stickers on the back? Some of them got
um
stickers on the back.
no, what I put in my cart for, I came across this another craft, YouTube University, and it was like, you know um, how the Arabs and the Indians have that garb with the reflective, and she was doing artwork for the art, like on the wall, and she was using little mirrors in what do you call it? The 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 artwork is it's the repetitive mandalas. There we go.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Mandalas.
yes,
And
yes.
she was putting mirrors
Oh,
in, where she had drawn the, and I would say, oh, I want to do that, and then so now you've come up, so now I'm gonna go on there and put some 2-inch mirrors, 2.5 inch.
and people like you were saying magnets. People like I'm a person. My refrigerator's a little ridiculous on the magnets and whatnot because I just can't not. Then I started using the dry erase markers, so I'm writing messages on the refrigerator. I don't think the refrigerator gets enough artwork, so there we go. Some refrigerator
Ladies,
art.
it's 10 o'clock.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yes.
Uh-oh, uh-oh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
and oh, well, okay.
You don't have to stop, Mama. You don't have to stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. So I've got another idea here. I got another pair of earrings I gotta make
Right.
now.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
geez,
My
so
favorite part that I don't like on the show is the over part.
we are here, Simone, we're here Monday through Friday. And starting next year on the 1st, we will be on at 9 to 10, where we're on for an hour right now. And I mean, for 2 hours, we're just going to be from 9 to 10. And so we want you to join us anytime.
anytime. Bring the
Anytime.
baby.
And if you have like
Anytime.
a special presentation that you would like to share, from your next show or before it or after it,
Mm-hmm.
just, call Mama Head, and she'll let us know that you're going to come on. or any other day. Well, Wednesday really is the creative art, creativity day that we specialize and focus on creativity. And on the 4th, well, we don't know what's going to happen. We're about to do some revamping of the show. One being that it's an hour, and then 2 that is from instead of 8 to 10, it is 9 to 10. So,
This
Thank
is
you
our
for
last
having me.
Wednesday of 2023, you all.
it is.
This is a
Yes.
very special Wednesday.
Could I get this link to this recording? Or like,
I'll
like
send.
where can
I
I go?
usually send when I have a guest. I usually bring the recorded link to you and put it on the page so we and you and others can watch this. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
and thank you so much, Simone. I really appreciate it that you
I
came.
appreciate you, Hit.
I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody that came today. This was nice. So even if you didn't do today, Mama Evelyn has the sets. You can send her a love donation and her address. Make sure you link up on social media together. Simone is Monet's. Is it Monet's art shop?
Moan's Art Shop. Yep.
Mom's art. Okay, because I think shop is on Instagram, but link up
Yeah.
on Instagram and your social media. Any announcements? We got our Kuji Chagwalia celebration at Solomon Temple. Is that right? Is that where celebrations are? Solomon Temple, I believe. Every day. Go see the Kanara down at Campus Martius. It is amazing. It's the biggest one in the world. Hey, Mama Lakeisha. You got announcements? We about to wrap this
Grand
thing up.
Rising, everyone.
Grand
And Lily B. So just give ourselves right. Have to make sure earlier announcements and stuff. But there oh, look at you, Lily B. You was not gonna let us see you,
You cute.
girl.
That's my twin.
Trying to find clothes to wear on New Year's Eve. I'm like, I need to get the outfit out before I take a nap because it's getting here. I got all those days, and I might find it's a chance I might just put on a black jogging outfit. So I'm like, this is real cute. I'm in the closet. So y'all, this look all right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Oh,
it's
wait a
so
minute.
funny that we do all that, and then on that day we still change and put something else on.
Possibility. I got 3 outfits out.
Okay,
To
good.
make. And I got some pants and a little dress.
All right. That's cute, honey. Yes.
Mhm.
All
It's
right.
a pleasure. I've been listening to you the whole way through. Hey, girl.
All right, give yourselves a big hug.
Yes.
Love.
Hug yourself.
Oh, I got a pop there. That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Give the world a big hug.
Yep. Hug the world.
And sprinkle creativity and art and peace and love. Sprinkle it all over. Love you. I will
Love
see
you.
Thank you.
you Thursday.
Yes.
Here in the AM.
Okay.
Or I'll see Pam all
Gma.
day. So,
All right, y'all. Peace
All
and
right.
love.
Peace.